You are the Five Eyes thinking there's tariff wars. Right now, there's still, I've always been, and because of your failures as a species will continue to be, ethnic wars and religious wars. That's what's happening. The UK arresting peaceful protesters. If they weren't peaceful, sure, arrest them. But 14 years? If they, put a little paint on something, that's pretty abusive. So it's kind of ridiculous that people from Israel will be seen hostages, still alive, but they could have been released by their own government's decisions if they didn't suffer from their pathologies related to, again, ethnic wars, religious wars, and of course running away from accountability, right? Not wanting to go to jail. Now, again, I said you can't be more an anti-Semite than being a Zionist, because Zionists make decisions that make people hate Jews just generally, right? But again, I mean, Judaism or Christianity or Islam or everything is an evolutionary dead end, and they lead to subhuman behaviors, right? Savage animal behaviors that are happening now and that are still happening. I mean, there was a guy earlier on CBC said, I can't believe the international community has allowed it this long. I said, I want to believe they'll stop allowing it this long. But again, I bring you back to what I've been saying on my YouTube channel. The people primates have failed as a species. They can't get the concept of human rights. They can't get the concept of referencing others. For example, human rights isn't just for you. Freedom isn't just for you. These are concepts that have to apply to everyone to work. So let's say we're still devolved enough to say freedom of religion or inclusion, or it has to be everyone, not just picking and choosing who you like to include in these concepts. And as we're devolving ourselves and getting further away from the reality of the human condition, what I specialize in is of course these are positive socio-cybernetic feedback loops that'll continue to devolve you and make the legacies of the proto-societies that you leave your kids and grandkids just the most inhumane history since our origins. I mean, you can't not be aware or even have access, even though you're not aware, to the information of what's happening. Now, if people from Israel are shocked by, a hostage that looks like that, and they're not shocked, and they don't understand that other people are shocked by how many innocent children and women of Palestinian ethnicities are worse many times, then there's no hope for Judaism, for Zionists, for people from Israel who only protest for hostages to be freed, whether dead or alive. Sometimes they're dead and they still will protest only to get their dead back, not caring about thousands of innocent children who, even if they start being fed now, I don't know if you understand the psychological development, physiological development, but they will never be the same. And these things will come back to haunt even your people. If you don't get that, then you've learned nothing from your own Holocaust. What you've learned is what I've been saying, is I don't know of a culture, including indigenous here in First Nations, that is healed from their own generational traumas, although they would have had the ability to, and not passed on such horrible behaviors if they even realize that they're doing it, or realize that it's happening to other people around the world, that they should be joining these peaceful protests. You don't care enough as a collective species about each other and about logic and about morals and about ethics and about right and wrong and about responsible adult behaviors to deserve any kind of heaven that may or may not exist.